Hey, what's up guys? Sean Mathis here, CEO and founder of Surefire Digital Media. We're the #1 insurance marketing agency on the planet. And I want to talk to you guys today a little bit about insurance leads and the insurance lead industry. Guys, I've been doing this for a little over 5 years, going on 6 years, and we worked with over 1,800 agencies across the country. We've taught agents how to generate their own leads. For the last 2 years, 3 years, we've been working exclusively on end-to-end automation and generating leads for our agents, taking the whole learning process out of it and just handling everything from start to finish and generating all of their leads for them. What I'm seeing is a trend of agents having the same struggles year after year when it comes to converting leads. And it's not just one internet lead company over another. It's across the board. What ends up happening in the narrative that I'm hearing from agents, no matter what company they're with or the size of the agency, is that they can't find a decent lead provider. All the internet leads that they've tried are garbage, they don't work. I've even had people accuse our leads of being no good or just like all the rest. Now, what makes some agents who I talk to able to close leads and others not? And what I've broken it down to and what I've figured out over the years is that there's a couple things at play. One, the size of the agency. Obviously, some of the major mega agencies out there have sales force of 5, 10, even 15 agents selling multiple locations, which obviously gives them a much stronger follow-up and sales process. Number two is they have a process. They have a dialed-in sales and follow-up process. They've got a very specific way that they work their leads. Now, most agents don't have a clearly defined process. They don't have a clearly defined sales process. They don't have a clearly defined follow-up process. What happens, most agents will buy a lead, they'll call it a few times, maybe even call it for a week or two. If they don't reach the person, they consider it a bad lead and they purchase another one. And they keep this cycle going, and there's nothing going on in the background. There's no real systematic way in which they follow up. They couldn't tell me a clearly defined sales path that happens when a lead comes in. This happens, this happens, this happens, this follow-up happens, this call happens. It's just very randomized based on their schedule and what time they have, and they're very reactive in the way in which they approach leads and how they follow up. Well, what we've done is we've worked with these mega agencies who are absolutely crushing it, because listen, I've worked with agents who are purchasing leads from lead provider A, and they're purchasing them by the dozens a day, spending hundreds, $200, $300, $400 a day. And they've built $10, $20 million books of business off of these internet lead providers that the same agent from the same company in the same state buying the same leads will say, these leads suck, they're garbage, I can't close any of them, nobody answers the phone, it's all bad information. Meanwhile, I've got the mega agent spending $200, $300, $400 a day with that same lead provider. Now, how is that? It's the process, guys. So I've worked with these mega agencies to really figure out what that process is. And because of technology, we're now able to totally automate that process and give you and your team that relentless, inescapable follow-up process that these mega agencies have and how they work their leads. Most of these guys, if you talk to a mega agent that has 10, 15 sales reps and they've got a book of 20 million, 15, $20 million, they're gonna tell you their sales agents are pounding the freaking phones. They're making 50, 80, 100 calls a day. They're sending emails, they're sending texts, they're following up like crazy. The average agent with 2 to 3 sales producers, they simply don't have the time. If you've got a $3 to $5 million book and you've got 2 to 3 agents working for you, you don't have the time to make hundreds of phone calls and hundreds of follow-ups. You need a lead that's gonna pick up right now. Now, granted, I'm gonna give it to you. There are lead providers that give shitty leads. But I'm telling you right now, the lead provider is not the core problem. That is a problem, but there's a bigger problem that we need to solve first and foremost, and that's this process. So we've taken the follow-up process and we've given you that relentless, inescapable follow-up process that these mega agencies have, and we've automated the entire process. When we generate a lead, you can use this with your own lead source or you can use it with our leads. Either way, it makes no difference where the lead comes from. You can even use this on your old database leads. We've got agents who have given us leads that are 4 and 5 years old who are writing $5,000 to $10,000 a week of new business premium from aged leads that they purchased years and years ago. Why? Because the systematic follow-up process simply works. So the lead comes in immediately. As soon as they get into the ecosystem, they're getting texts, they're getting emails, they're getting follow-ups. We're driving them to websites, and we're notifying your team of every action along the way. Your team's gonna know every time a prospect opens an email, every time they click a link, every time they go to your website, every time they click a page on your website. There's full website integration and tracking, so you know every move that prospect makes. Every time this happens, there's gonna be a new sales opportunity that's created for your sales team, and they're gonna be placed in a pipeline, and they're gonna trigger additional automation. So if somebody clicks on a call to action inside of an email that says get quote, and they go to your website, boom, they're gonna get another text. Hey, I noticed that you're on our website to get a quote. Give us a call. Our agents are standing by. We'd love to help you. As soon as they open that email, boom, they're getting another email. They're getting followed up with. Relentless follow-up, systematically, automatically. Everybody's getting the same follow-up along the way. If you